Good morning, students. Let us take the last problem in the applications of calculus of variation. This is called as hanging cable problem, or this is hanging chain problem. Now, I'll just tell you, okay, the statement of this problem. It is, suppose there is a heavy cable which is allowed to hang freely under gravity between 2 points, two fixed points. So here, what is the shape of the cable? Or we have to show that the shape of the cable is a catenary. Catenary, you are already aware that we will get the curve in the form of cos hyperbolic function. I'll just explain the part here. Okay, the theory part. So here, just see what is the situation here. So here, suppose we have, now you might have observed electric poles. Okay, so here, this problem you can just compare with that. Suppose we have two electric poles. Now here, suppose there is a cable. You know that it will be usually stretched. Okay, the cable, electric cable will be usually stretched. But suppose there is one cable. So here we'll just fix these 2 points, and here we'll just allow a cable to hang freely. So we have to show that the shape what this cable is going to take, it's not a parabola, semicircle, straight line and all that. You have to show that this is nothing but the form of a catenary. Okay, means ultimately we have to get that y equal to in the format of cos hyperbolic. Okay, hyperbolic function of x. If you get in this form, we call it as a catenary. Did you get the idea about this hanging cable problem? Usually when you see the bridges and all, no, so it will be tightly stretched. But suppose after use, no, if it is the, if you want to see the shape, okay, so that is nothing but it will take the shape of a catenary. This is what we have to prove in this problem. Now, to prove this, here we'll just take two concepts from physics. That is, if you take density, density is defined as density is
mass by unit length.
Mass by volume.
Mass by volume.
Actually, in physics, you have learned mass per unit length, mass divided by volume. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, but here, this even you can define it as mass per unit length. This is nothing but density. Okay, this is the first point. Second point is nothing but if you take a potential energy is defined as mgh. Okay, what g represents? M is mass, g is gravity, acceleration due to gravity, right? H is the height. H is the height. So if you know these two, okay, we can prove the next part. Okay, so here what we'll do, we'll just take again the coordinate system. We'll just take that there are two fixed points P and Q. The coordinates are x1, y1. Here it is x2, y2.
The whole page is on.
We have two fixed points P and Q. Then we'll allow a cable to, with these are fixed points, will allow a cable to hang freely. So obviously, if you just, if it is hanged, allowed to hang freely, it will not be a straight line. It will take the same shape of some curve. Agree with that? Okay. So then what we'll do for this cable, no, we have the whole cable. I'll take a part of it. We'll take a part of it and call it as ds. So ds is some length, you can say. ds is some length. Then there is some, okay, height, or there is some distance between this point on the cable to the x-axis. This will take it as some y. Okay, that is height is nothing but y in this case. Or you know that this is some point. If I take x here, corresponding value of y, we have to take it as y. Okay. Yes. Now this is what the you can say a little bit of construction work so that you can understand. So P and Q are the fixed points with coordinates given. We'll take a part of it, part of the cable. Suppose its length is ds and the height will take it as some y. Let us apply the physics what is being taken up over here. Okay. Now here we have to consider, we have to just take usually how density is denoted by what symbol?
Rho.
Rho. Rho. So rho is density. Correct? So mass will take it as m. Okay, no, we will calculate what is mass. So density is mass upon unit length. So what will be mass then? Mass is density into unit length. Agree? So mass is nothing but now density is rho, unit length. Unit length means we are taking the mass of this element. Correct? A part of the cable. So here what is the length of this is ds. So this is nothing but mass. Now here we'll just see what is the potential energy of the part of the cable. So potential energy of the part of the cable is nothing but we know the formula, it is m into g into h. M is mass. What we have got mass as rho into ds. G will keep it as g only. So action that is gravity, acceleration due to gravity. Now height is nothing but y. Correct? So what is this? This is potential energy of a part of the cable. Now we'll take, if I want to take for the whole cable. Okay, so this whole cable, it is made up of so many parts. Agree? So I want from P to Q. How can we do it? I want the potential, yeah, it is nothing but integration. Because we are applying for only this much of part, next we have to take the next part like that. So therefore, if I want to find what is the total potential energy of the whole cable, okay, whole cable means with the fixed points as P and Q or end points as P and Q. So this can be denoted as capital T. This is nothing but, so this is what for one part. So like this, if you take next part, if you take next part, like that, isn't it? It is integration of rho ds gy, okay, between which 2 points?
P to Q.
From
P to Q.
okay, from P to Q.
Q.
Okay, so we are just finding the potential energy of the whole cable, that is the cable from P to Q. Is this part clear? This is actually important. This you need to understand. So what we have taken, just we have taken a cable with the fixed points. The height is y. We have taken a part of the cable, ds. So if you want to find what is the mass of this element, you can just take density into unit length, which is rho into ds. Potential energy is given by mgh. M is rho ds, g is g itself, and the height is nothing but y. So this is for one part of the cable. So when you want it for the whole thing, the potential energy, so total potential energy of the cable is given by, so this is made up of so many parts. So we have to take it from P to Q. Okay. okay, from P to Q. But we are aware whenever we take, now this is a functional, no doubt. But here our function should be a function of x, y, y dash. So tell me what should be the next part. So rho is density, which is fixed. G is gravity, that is also fixed. Y is a variable. Okay. ds, it's a derivative part. Correct, ds. What we have to do for this ds? To get the function? If you remember previously,
in the form of
yeah, divide by dx and multiply by dx. So when you take dx, we are taking from P to Q. What is the variation for x? X is varying from
x1 to x2.
x1 to x2. Very good. So now here, this is constant. If you want, you can take outside. Rho into g, you can take outside. Then x1 to x2. Y is y itself. What is the value of ds by dx?
root over
Under
1
root
plus
1
y1
plus
dash whole
y
square.
Yeah. So this part, no, ds by dx, which is derivative of arc length, is there for all the three problems. So do remember, okay, into dx. Correct? Now how we want, now this total energy and potential energy should be minimized. For that, what we have to do is, here, we have to, isn't it, it is in the form of a functional. And we want this to be extremized. So we need to find out the curve. How can we find the curve? By applying Euler's equation has to be applied. For that, what we'll do, we'll take our function. So our function is x, y, y dash. What it is? Leave the constant, take only the variable. Y into 1 plus y dash square. Correct? Now, this is a function of x, y, y dash. Is there any variable missing here?
X, ma'am.
Yeah, it is independent of x. Let us take the last part. Last example, okay? So what we solved here, yeah, that is for surface area. Do you remember what we have got? F y into root of 1 plus y dash square only, right? Isn't it? You have the same function. Just see, this is y into 1 plus y dash square. Are they not same? Now, here the constant was 2 pi, but it will not come anywhere in the solution. In this solution, nowhere we have considered 2 pi. Similarly, you have here rho and g. This will not come into picture anywhere. What we have to see? We have to get the curve. Agree? Isn't it similar?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Yes,
we have a similar function. And next part, we have to do the same thing. What is that? We have to take a Euler's equation which is free from x. Free from x. So this is the form. Correct? F minus y dash dou f by dou y dash is equal to c. I'll not write the part, but I'll just go through the solution once again. So all of you listen carefully. F is y into root of 1 plus y dash square minus y dash as it is. Derivative of this f. Okay. So derivative of this bracket with respect to y dash means y is constant, take outside. Derivative of root is 1 upon 2 root of 1 plus y dash square. And into derivative of y dash square is 2y dash is equal to the constant c. Now, last time we have seen the best way of solving fractions is always taking LCM. LCM is root of 1 plus y dash square. So here you have the denominator as 1, multiply by the LCM. So root into root, you'll get the power as 1. So this y is written as it is. Minus, here you have the whole LCM in the denominator, so multiply by 1. So what will get? Y into y dash square. Better you transfer this root on the other side. It will come in the numerator here on RHS. If you take this y inside and simplify, the two terms will be cancelled. So to get rid of this root, best way, square on both the sides. Simplify. Keep y dash square on one side, transfer the remaining terms. So it is y square divided by c square. Then 1, if you transfer it, it becomes minus 1. LCM is c square. We'll get it as y square minus c square. Yeah, you can say LCM, you have the whole thing multiply by 1. You don't have, your denominator is 1, is multiply by c square. So you'll get y square minus c square. Now better you take a positive square root because you want the value of y dash. When it is a simple form, no, that time you can take a square root. Okay. When you have taken a square root, you will get y dash is equal to under the root y square minus c square divided by root of c square is c. Y dash is nothing but dy by dx. Okay. Now, what do you do? Here we cannot integrate directly. You need to go for variable separable form. So, LHS will keep as variables containing y and RHS will take the terms containing x. We know that what is the integration of 1 upon root of x square minus a square format. Same thing we applied. So it is cos hyperbolic inverse of y by c is the integration. Equal to 1 by c is constant. 1 integration of 1 with respect to x is x plus adding a constant because you are integrating the whole step without fixed limits. So transfer this cos hyperbolic and simplify, we'll get again the same curve. Same curve. Am I clear with the solution now? Is hanging cable problem clear? So whenever you just see, okay, for two electric poles, so when there will be a curve formed, no, if it is hanging freely, it is not any curve, it's not like parabola or any other curve, it is always a catenary. Okay, hope what is being solved just now is clear. Any doubts? Any doubts? Okay. So this completes your module 5. That means 2 modules are being completed, which are very easy to score and understand. But you need to practice the examples. Otherwise, it is difficult. Okay.